Hey, what's up YouTube? This is DBZK Krago, and it is officially announced the new Pokemon game for 2016 is Pokemon Sun and Pokemon Moon with a release date of holiday 2016. It was unveiled this morning that in a special Nintendo Direct specifically just about Pokemon, the Pokemon Sun and Pokemon Moon are announced. Now, I'm going to talk about my personal thoughts. I'm not going to be really talking about... I'll talk briefly right now about the Direct. There was really nothing in it except for pretty much just this, a little trailer saying, hey, it's 20 years, Pokemon. Nothing about Go, nothing about Pokken Tournament, nothing about Detective Pikachu. Only this, and there was a blip about the new games, Pokemon Red, Blue, and Yellow, for the re-release on the DS, the Virtual Console, coming out tomorrow, which is exciting, and you will be able to use Virtual Console, the Pokemon Bank, you'll be able to download those Pokemon into Pokemon Sun and Pokemon Moon, which are coming out holiday 2016. Now I'm going to discuss my personal thoughts about it. So, I personally believe this is Generation 7 of Pokemon. I think a lot of people are surprised just because it feels like it's so soon for a new generation, but when you think about it, X and Y were 3 years ago in 2013, and that was October 2013 when they came out, so it kind of makes sense that winter or holiday of 2016 is it's a pretty good time. I mean, a lot of people, including myself, are really surprised that there was no Z or X and XZ, YZ, X2, Y2. I don't know what happened. It's weird because Zygarde's been getting all this mythos going on in the anime, and it's just kind of weird. It's that they're just kind of like, giving up on it. I think the reason is they probably designed all the designs for the new Zygarde form, and they probably had this whole story around it. But when they tried to get it in the game, I feel like they might have gone into some technical issues trying to get each of those different forms. It probably caused a lot of chaos and confusion, and maybe they were like, you know what? It's not worth it. They might have done this like a year ago, and they already had things in the works, and they're like, you know what? Let's start a new game instead. Generation 7 for the 20th anniversary, Pokemon Sun and Moon. What also makes me think it's a new generation is during the video they showed very short, like you could miss them very easily, little images of either new locations, new vehicles, or even some new Pokemon. What I mean by this is there were some very hidden designs on they showed the studio, Game Freak Studio, and they showed basic sketches and designs of new locations, including what looks like maybe what could be the Elite Four, the building. They showed the updated Pokemon Center, I think an ambulance. And then they actually had the model for a Pokemon, no colors or face or anything, but it's a basic 3D model without any design features, still working on it. So it didn't look like a Pokemon we've seen before, so it makes me think this is a new generation, new game. Also on the Pokemon website, it says Pokemon Sun and Moon await a brand new adventure, brand new area, and a brand new Pokemon. So, brand new Pokemon to catch. So, I'm going to go ahead and say it is Gen 7. Am I disappointed there's no Z? Kind of, but I liked Kalos, and I liked Zygarde, but I think it's time for a new generation. I don't know. I don't know where I'm really going with this, but I'm excited for new games. I think more so than if it would have been Pokemon Z, because really all that would have been new was the Zygarde forms, which we've known about for a pretty long time now, and for new Megas, which is what I'm going to talk about next. New Mega Pokemon. What do I think is going to be a Mega? I don't know. Personally, I think Flygon's probably at the top of the list of Pokemon they're considering for Megas, just because they know how much the fans want it, and that they were planning on doing one, but they couldn't get a good design, so I think maybe now that they have time, they're going to do it. I think it's possible more Gen 5 Pokemon, because only one right now has one, and it's Audino, and no one likes it. So I think it's going to get a Mega. I mean, Gen 5 Pokemon are going to get more Megas, and I think even maybe some Gen 6 Megas. That would be pretty awesome. I mean, I know Diancie already has one, so now it's maybe the other Gen 6 turn, whatever. So there is one last thing I want to talk about, and that is the newest Pokemon Magearna. If you have I think that's how you say it in English. I'm not going to go too much into detail, because there really isn't, but it's going to be in the Volcanion movie. So it's probably the first Gen 7 Pokemon that we know about, because based on other experiences, a Pokemon in a Pokemon, I'm trying to say this, usually the first Pokemon to be announced of any region is shown in a movie that takes place in the previous region, so it makes sense if there will be Gen 7 Pokemon in this next movie, so probably Magearna is Gen 7. So, probably Sun and Moon. I'm gonna guess that these two emblems may be like the teams, the villain teams, or it could be the logo for the new Pokemon. I don't know. Probably the Sun type. I really doubt it's gonna be Solrock and Lunatone. That would be BS, but I'm guessing the Sun type's probably gonna be something fire, maybe rock, I don't know. The Moon type, probably a psychic or dark, I don't know. I really doubt they bring in more new types. I think that'd be a little excessive. So I think it's probably going to be very similar to Gen 6, probably very visually wise too. It's probably going to be in 3DS. I don't think they'd move to another handheld that we don't know about. So, oh, it even says Nintendo 3DS in the corner of this picture. So, that's really all I have to say. I'm extremely excited because I love Pokemon and I'm really hyped for the new generation. Let me know what you guys think. You know, if you're excited, if you want Pokemon Z instead. You know, if you're a little pissed off, but whatever. Tell me what you want. Scribbles. I don't know where I'm going. Like, comment, subscribe. Thanks. Goodbye.